I think that one will do. How y'all doing? What harps you playing? How are things going out yonder? And do I have the microphone in front of me? No, of course not. I really like that one. That one's a weird one. That is bass Maranzano. It actually has two voices. It has a bell ring, then a whoosh on top of it. Like that one. Probably the largest framed harp I have. Really thick. Anyways, what else should we play? We're going to get weird with it. Seems like we're going into this October weather. We're getting nearer to Halloween, so we're just going to continue to get weirder with the harping. Need to go do some outside playing. I haven't done any outside playing in quite a while. Probably since the festival, maybe? I don't have the big, lush backyard I once have. My backyard is enclosed, but it's smaller. I'm near to our bedroom, so I don't go outside to play at night much. I used to quite a bit. Anyways, that was a ramble. See if I can play this overhand the way it's supposed to be played. I just feel more comfortable like this. Oh, I really got lost there. That was nice. I enjoyed that. I like to play just to forget everything. That's a good goal to have when you're playing the harp. After you come back from going out, from playing for 4 or 5 minutes or whatever I was even playing for, the brain kind of leaves just a little bit. It takes a while for get your head back on straight. What else should we play here? This harp does not get set in the pile of harps. It's my Versev. What do we want to play? Get weird with it? So what harps are you playing? What's going on in your neck of the woods? It rained all day here in Kansas. Well, I don't know about the entire state of Kansas, but in this part it was raining off and on all day long. Let me get weird here. We said, I asked a question, and then I forgot to look for the reply. But yes, duly noted. Cathanicus Rex says, evening. Hey, evening. How are you doing? Wait, there's a little T-Rex on there. Nice. I used to enjoy dinosaurs quite a bit when I was younger. And still, dinosaurs are cool and very, very gnarly. What should we play? After breathing like that for a little bit, man, the brain doesn't work. But, it's a good feeling to get out there and play for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes or whatever you play for, doing those short breaths, opens and closes, and just really pushing the pace of the air, but trying to keep a rhythm with it. It takes you to a nice place when you're harping. What should we play now? What's on the docket? We played something Yakutian. We played a Maranzano, Italian. Played an American harp, that was. What should we play now? Something Indian. Melodic? Yeah. Sometimes, these past couple days, I've really enjoyed slowing down the melody and instead of trying to push the pace of things, which I'm always a really super fast player, or have been. Used to be I tried to pluck as fast as I could, and for a while I tried to do breath as fast as I could, tried to do open, close, and percussives as fast as I could. But I think in the future, the place I'm going to try to develop is good slow playing, good slow melodies, where there's still a bounce to it, but it's not, the pace isn't always rushing. So I'm going to look into that in the future. What else should we play? Something, yeah, a lot of tea. It's time to change. I've been bringing 2 jugs of tea. Get my caffeine right for the evening. Let's see, we want... Somebody's asking me what the best harp is, and I don't know if there is. This is in the comments on another video. I don't know if there is a best harp. Like, there's lots of different categories. Do you want something super clean melodic, something super breathy and crackly like a Jerome? Do you want something super loud like some of the Vargan are, or really, really melodic and crisp like some of the Monop are? And I didn't have an answer for what the best harp would be. I guess it's the best harp for the application. Probably the most balanced harp I've ever played is Fomenkov. I think it's like a samurai sword. Yeah, samurai sword. He spent so much time profiling the reed. It's unprofiled down here. Then we have a half apple seed, which is like not a full apple seed, but flat on the back, and then an apple seed, like an airplane wing. Then toward the front of it, it turns into a perfect triangular cross section, and then it's unprofiled here, but then it's profiled that way. So much time just spent grinding a reed. That was a ramble about a reed, but when you worked a reed before and you see somebody do that with a reed, you're like, wow, that is a ton of work. But it paid off for him. This instrument, I carried it all throughout the Walnut Valley Festival. It's the one I wore on my neck. And the case, surprisingly, it didn't drop out of the case once. So. Probably has the longest sustain of a D2 I've ever played. Just keeps going. It doesn't really transfer any of the vibration into your head either. Oh, I do like the foam and cob. I'm going to be getting a anti-bargain in the future, the one with the 2 reeds on it. I seen foam and cob playing, and it was gnarly. He was hitting one reed and stopping with the other, muting one and muting the other, and you still got the sustain of both going. By the way, my friend really enjoyed the F2 stop. Oh, yeah. I'm glad to hear they enjoyed it. Yeah, the Stepanov, I've still got a few of those left. I don't even know if I'll put them on the website, because I can get them maybe once a year, if even that. The Stepanov play extremely well. They play almost as good as a Litvinov for like a third of the price. It's part of the reason it's so hard to get Stepanov. I just talked to him yesterday, actually, and he said, yeah, it's nowhere near time for your turn to be built again. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I figured a maker like that who's got reasonably priced instruments that are really awesome, I'll get a Stepanov out and play it. What should I play? Hello there, Stepanov. I'm just going to grab a random Stepanov. Take it out for a spin. Maybe I'll add it to my collection. It's an E. Okay, Bab 990. Hey, hello. How you doing? Welcome to the Harpery. Are you a harp player? Just interested in the harp? What harps you be playing tonight? Good melodics too on a Stepanov. I probably shouldn't play this one anymore. This one's one of the ones for sale, so I don't want to be hammering on it, or I will have to add it to my collection, because I believe once you play harp enough, it's your harp. The harp starts to adapt to you. The reed starts to adjust to how you pluck it, and conform itself to you. I've been looking for a Galaxy. Oh, dude, Lighthouse. I got tons of those, dude. A Galaxy Rim Lighthouse. I don't know what that is, but I've got tons of the Lighthouse harps in stock. Oh, Glasgow. Yeah, I've got tons of those in stock. Head over to theharpery.com. If you're here in the U.S., I'll have it to you within 3 days. If you're international like Canada, it'll take 6 to 11 days. I ship worldwide, except for India. And my friend, Mr. Lahiri, runs a harp store called the One Harp Store in India. If you're an Indian customer, hook you up with a harp as well. I'm from Australia. Oh yeah, I shipped some harps to Australia. Surprisingly, it doesn't really take much longer for a harp to get to Australia than it does anywhere else. Anyways, you're on the bottom part of the world. What's the weather like in Australia? What be going on over there? Let's see, what do I want to play? Well, I played a lot. I was talking. Yeah, how's the weather in Australia? The Great Down Yonder. Yeah, we're going into the cooler. Now we're into the rainy period. In the next couple months, we'll start to get. Oh, it's raining. Oh yeah, it's raining up here as well. But yeah, we're going to be heading into the cooler part of the year. I wonder if you being from Australia, if you're heading into your warmer season, because you're the bottom, the place that's starting to tilt toward the sun. It's been that way for a few days. Yeah, nice. Rainy days put me in a really good mood, though. So they depress some people, but I work outside a lot, or a reasonable amount. So when it rains, I'm not depressed. Hey, I'm in Iowa. It rained all day. Oh, nice. Nice to know the rain's going round. But yeah, it's going to start too. Oh, I don't know what I said. More tea. Just keep caffeinating the person. It's nice to talk about yourself in third person sometimes, especially when you got an audience. If you're in the mall or in Walmart. Oh, opposite here, it's supposed to get way colder. Oh, snap. Yeah. Sometimes go into Walmart and just speak to yourself in third person. Walk up to people, talk to them. I've been developing an art form of how best to embarrass my wife in public. I'm getting pretty good. This summer, we were over by the fruit, and I was checking the melons, the cantaloupes. And you thump them, you listen to them, smell the cantaloupe. I also put it up to my ear, held the cantaloupe up to my ear, and then plugged my other ear. And an old guy was walking by, and he laughed and thought that was funny. And me and my wife walked away. She's like shaking her head. And then I look over my shoulder, and that same dude is listening to a cantaloupe embarrassing his wife. But yeah, that's the proper way to pick a cantaloupe. You should listen to all your fruit before you eat it. Listen to hear if it's right. Don't take a word I'm saying seriously. I'm a rambler, unless it's harp orientated. Yeah. If you subscribe to my channel, you know you're tuning into tomfoolery. Like, this is a whole bunch of nonsense. Why'd I even tune in? I don't know. I keep making noise. People keep showing up. This is a harp I've carried on me quite a bit. And somebody commented today that they didn't like the Kovat Cinco. Yeah, we'll see if it sings well. Where's it going with that? Yeah, somebody commented that they didn't like the Kovat Cinco. The old Kovat Cinco were preventatively stiff, like super stiff. And the triggers weren't, I didn't like the triggers. The triggers were too short and too fat on. The new Kovat Cinco are not nearly as stiff, and they're the way. At least the C2 is. He's getting that good balance. Where you can tell when a maker starts getting good, they'll start putting out harps that are decent. Like 6 or 8 months later, a year later, they'll put out harps that are fantastic. Yeah, these Kovat Cinco, the new ones are. I wouldn't, like on a lot of websites, one of them has them like for under $70. They're his early work, which are really, really stiff. If you're going to buy a Kovat Cinco, buy a newer one. Got a ton of sustain. Really outer spacey but clean, breathless harmonics. I don't know if it'd be harmonic or no, not melodic, but harmonic. You're breathing in and out through your nose and just letting the bell rings. You got that bell ring. Tongue held center, breathing in and out through your nose, and then go ahead and continue to breathe that out through your nose. Somebody says, I figured out a little while ago that you can make a makeshift clackamore with a sport. Oh, yeah. That's very true. Mr. Wayland Harmon, you can see some of his older instruments on his website, theclackmore.com. He started out with really rough designs. I think when he started with 2 sticks held together and he was banging them. I've attempted making a harp out of a credit. I tried that as well. I didn't spend much time. I really didn't have very good luck with it. The newer clackamore, they're adjustable. They're a lot faster. I like playing them one of 2 ways, with a thumb and middle finger. I also like playing with 2 fingers here. I get weird on that thing a little bit. I carried one of those at the fest as well. What else should we? We're 29 minutes in. Child's upstairs feeding right now. He's starting to probably drift off to sleep, so I probably can't. Oh, H, how you doing? I probably shouldn't play super loud or really percussive instruments. What should we get into here? Here's one I've been trying to get better on, Corinding. They're actually a lot harder to play than you would think by looking at them. You're not plucking like this. If you pluck like a kubing, you really don't get much sustain. You got to thump it. It faces actually opposite of what you think, and you thump the outside of it with your thumb. It's got a really clean melodic to it. If I can hit it correctly. Now I'm getting a little bit better on the corinding, but I just need to practice. I spend so much time playing steel harp, but very, very little time playing wooden instruments. Wooden instruments are the most difficult to play. Here's the Susap. I was trying playing last night. I didn't have very good luck. I'll have a night where I do really well on it, and then I have a night where I just do horrible. It's finding and keeping this sweet spot. I need to message Steve. Oh, I seen a YouTube video. If I remember, I'll put it in the link or try to link it in this video after the video is uploaded, after the live video ends, of Steve Kinwald playing a morsing who is the maker of this. This is made by Steve Kinwald. The corinding was made by Abba Adan of Indonesia. Steve Kinwald was playing a morsing, and it was ridiculously awesome. I had never seen nobody. He was doing percussives on a draw, and they were loud, and he was keeping the harp. It was surreal, but that person, if I ever make it out to Japan, I want to hang out with that dude. I always seem to show up at the tail ends of the live videos last week. Oh yeah, we got about another 10, maybe 15 minutes. I'll be able to tell when Jillian's finished if I hear her walking upstairs, or my wife, if I hear her walking upstairs to put the kid away, then I know it's time to wrap up the video. We're going to try to watch Jurassic Park again. We was going to watch Jurassic Park last weekend, but we got such a late start with getting the kid to bed and get my live video that we ended up watching Saturday Night Live. Let's see if I can get this rolling. Sometimes I have really good luck with this, and sometimes playing this instrument's above my pay grade. And you're not pulling string, you're fulcruming it in, and you're hitting the reed with the string on your thumb. It's got a really, really small sweet spot. You gotta hold the harp, but you don't want to hold it stiff. The stiffer you hold it, the less well it works. You gotta hold it so it can bounce well. Let's see, go up just a little bit. Where you at? Where you at, sweet spot? Where's the sweet spot? Here, I'll find it here. Here we go. One I'm going to be working on in the future. What else should I play? I played something I was horrible at playing. Let's see if I can play something that I'm passable at playing. Play one of my harps. I have a lot of bass. Man, I really hope this fall I can go back in and start making some more instruments, start working down my build list. Hello from Venezuela. Oh, hello. How's it going? Hello from Kansas. I'm really enjoying slow, dragging melodics. How was I doing that? Closed, in, out, closed, in, out. And probably just an in-breath going up and then coming back down. Guess I'm hitting 3 different tones there. I guess my closed, my in, my out. My tongue's coming up and back. Because I'm probably hitting 2 tones per pluck. Closed, in, closed out maybe? That's a close, in, out, all in one plug. My tongue goes up. Yeah, you're tuning in. I'm just kind of working myself through the technique, trying to explain, because sometimes if you can break it down, it's really easy to play and not think about what your tongue's doing, not thinking about what your glottis is doing, not thinking about what your breath is doing, not thinking about, the way you're orientating your mouth. But if you stop and think about it and try to explain it, put it into words, a lot of times that helps you develop the technique better, because you're having to break it down. You're having to think about it yourself if you have to explain exactly what you're doing. So I'm doing closed, in, out, my tongue comes up. Tongue goes up. Closed, in, out, tongue goes up, back down, back down. I'm cupping my tongue, and it's going up, back and up. I found out about the Jaw Harp from a friend who was oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, there's some other small, minute things I'm doing in there, but that's the gist of it. What else can we play? Play something with some draws. I can't remember if my Gorka Yakut. I've been playing a lot of Gorka. I'm playing a lot of expensive harps and a lot of harps that aren't expensive. See, I'm doing 2 plucks, 1 outward breath. And on the second outward breath, closed, in, out. I do a lot of closed, in, out. I don't do a lot of closed, out, in. Let's see if I can. Closed, out, in. It just feels backwards to do it that way. I've been doing the closed, in, out breath. I was doing a tongue flicker there. But man, that closed, what was it Neptune said? Closed, out. Let's try this. Out, closed, out, in. Close, huck, out, or out, closed. I would like to repair 2 Jaw Harps. They broke their tongue. Oh yeah, it's very possible. Where they break, I'm betting they broke either. A lot of times harps will break right up here or right down here. I think that's because the stress points, especially if it's played outward. And some harps will just break if the tongue is or the reed tongue, same thing. If it's poor quality spring steel or even good quality spring steel will play if you play it outward a lot. I think it breaks it up here because when we're playing outward, we're over compressing it, and also to get a louder tone, a lot of times people pluck it really hard outward, and that's why it breaks it there. But I haven't yet, on wood, I haven't yet broke a harp, and I hope I don't. I bent harps before dropping them. So, what's the purest harp you've ever played? Purest harp. One of the cleaner harps. Let me think about this. One of the cleaner harps I played is the Foam & Cobb, but the Foam & Cobb's got quite a bit of clean fire behind it, quite a bit of oomph. Foam & Cobb is here, and then there's some harps that play a lot cleaner than that. You can. It's got really tight gaps, so you can put a little bit of breath behind it and squeal it. Other really clean harps are Dernovoy. Written into Munharp. Munharp have clean tones. The 2 best Munharp I have are going to be the Babayev. I can't play it right now. I'm going to have to warm it up. What's the highest tuning I've ever played? A3. I have a Morsing in stock that's an A3, and it's like bing. It has almost no. I don't enjoy harps that are that high frequency because the reed's vibrating so fast it doesn't have much sustain, and there's not much I can do with it. The harps I enjoy the most are the harps that are down in the frequency or the normal mouth shapes I make during my monotone speaking style. The super low ones I have a hard time getting deep into the throat, deep into the glottis, and all that. And the super high up ones are my biggest problems. We'll go back to the cleanest harps ever. Oh, the child's going to sleep. It's a sign. You won't wrap it up, but one of the cleanest tones, and they're super sparkly, are Babayev. It's an A2. Really, really bright, really sparkly. I had a D2 tuned harp that I sent to go live with a friend, good friend. I put this Babayev away. Shouldn't have got rid of the D2 Babayev, which is a fantastic tune. And this is a G2 Dernovoi. Dernovoi don't have a real sparkly tone. They have a really natural woody melodic. But oh, to get a Dernovoi monob moving, they're just... I played a Fomenkov. It went to live with my friend as well. A Fomenkov G2 Monop style Vargan that was super, super clean. Some of the, if you want really clean sounding harps, cleanest. What's the time? A G2. I'm just going to grab a random G2, warm it up a little bit. Palmopole from Estonia. That has zero saturation. That is a very, very clean bell ring. Excellent. Palmopole are excellent for they are specialized in playing those open-close melodic stylings. There's a low, as low as I can get closing my glottis on this G2. Yeah, the cleanest sounding harp. I'd probably give it to the Parm. The Parm, it doesn't have like a super crisp bell ring. It has a very, very clean bell ring. There's not a lot of squeal, not a lot of fire behind the Palmopole, but you can really get them moving. The Palmopole play, I don't even have a Parm for my collection. This is from the store. The Parm plays so clean. Like if you're going to get a Parm, just decide, just like if you get a Moonop, just decide, like, I'm going to delve into open-close melodics because they are very, very specialized for that. And that's one thing I've come to realize about the maker of the Palmopole. He produces some of the most consistent harps. Like, I've had a ton of Palmopole move through here, and, like, you can lay out 5 harps in D2, and they play with the exact same timbre and the exact same characteristics. Most of the time, if I get makers say I have multiples of a note, they'll all be tuned to the exact note, but sometimes they'll have just a little bit different timbre, a little bit different flavoring, a little bit different feeling of a reed. But yeah, Palmopole are super consistent that I've seen so far. Anyways, the child's been put down to bed for night. We're going to watch Jurassic Park, maybe, hopefully. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Keep your harps clean. Keep them dry. Keep them oiled. Wherever you're at, it sounds like all around the world it's raining. So enjoy the rain or enjoy the snowshine. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy the snow. Enjoy the weather wherever you're at. I love y'all. Harp out. Better play something quiet as not to wake the baby. Goodbye.